I would like to welcome everyone to the Soul Healing Sunday. Every Sunday, we gather together in community, enjoy and love. And we get to experience something wonderful with Veronica as she guides us through wonderful meditations and shares powerful, empowering insights and wisdom from spirit, from her own life experiences. And I know Veronica has something very special and profound to share today. And I trust that all of you keep a light heart, a light in your heart, a light in your mind, and that you welcome and receive all that resonates for you and keep it and take it and enjoy the session today. With that said, I would love to welcome everyone to this wonderful session and the Soul Healing Sunday. I am Alan Carres, and I have the joy and honor and privilege of introducing Veronica Parks. She is a master soul healer and the founder of the Soul Healing System, a quantum way of releasing past hurdles on the subconscious level. So let us welcome Veronica in the most open-hearted, joyful disposition, and take a moment to settle into your hearts as we get started today. Thank you so much for joining. It is my joy and pleasure to see you all and share this space with you.
Hello, 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 my beautiful angels. Happy Sunday. Happy Soul Healing Sunday. How are you doing today? See, we have so many beautiful souls in the house. Where are you coming in from? Please write that in the chat. Let me know. What parts of the world do we get to cover today? Let me know where you're bringing your heart, your smile, your energy from. South Dakota, Maine, Michigan, UK, Germany. Oh, that's nighttime right there. Canada, Southern Alberta, Canada, California, more Canada. Philadelphia. Okay, Toronto, Pasco, Arizona. Beautiful. More California. All right, all right, all right. This is magical. Today's Soul Healing Sunday is dedicated as guided by my angels to take you to a place to remember why you're here, why you came into this body, why you came on this planet at this time in the evolution. So my intention for you that by the end of the journey today, you'll have a clear view of where you're going, of why you're here, and what are your next steps to take. So we're going to go deep. And before we do that, I want to share something that happened this week. And I was really struggling because I didn't want to share this public, but my angels told me I have to. At the beginning of the week, I made a promise because I'm writing a book that is going to come out this year. And it's all based on emotions and everything that I've done, all the work that I've done until now, it's in that book. And I hit a block. So I let it be for 3 months. And I said to myself that this Wednesday, I'm going to pick up the book. I'm going to push through that block and bring it to the world because it's time. Fast forward, a couple of days later, I get a message from one of my great friends that happened to be in town. They said, Veronica, I would love to see you come to this red carpet event. And I said, yes, didn't even think twice. And I hear the voice in my head saying, I thought you were going to write the book. I'm like, yes, but this friend is like so special to me. It's an amazing friend, is a great mentor. Like, I'll just pick up the book whenever I have a chance, sometime in the future, right? We always say that someday, maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, someday. Fast forward to the day of, a few minutes as I was getting ready before leaving the house, I come down the stairs and I fall. And I went a few stairs down and I had the phone in my hand and my head hit the stair. So I was actually on the phone and it didn't even down my mind like, hey, let me call you back. I just hit my head and I probably have a concussion. It didn't even occur to me that I should say that because it was a prospect. And I'm like, no, let me help you. Let me hear what your problems are. So I didn't even say anything. I'm continuing the conversation. I'm touching my head, and there's this huge bump. So I'm like, oh, that's not good. But there was no blood. So I'm like, externally, we're okay. So I sit down and I started breathing, and I'm like, I'm just put all my force, and I'm like, I'm going to focus on what she has to say. And I heard her problems, and I'm like, okay, this is the solution. This is what we're going to do. I get off the phone, and everything begins to move around. So I'm like, okay, number one, what's my social security number? So I say my social security number. I'm like, okay, that's good news. Right? What is my address? So I started repeating things that were normally, if somebody comes, if an ambulance comes to take you, usually they would ask you those questions to make sure you're sane. Yet I different because it took me 30 minutes to write a simple email to a client of mine asking to move the session for another day because I knew that I couldn't serve that day. And it was a really scary time to be because I realized that a part of me thought that, you know what, I'm going to live a long life. And don't get me wrong, I'm here to stay and I'm going to fight everything I have. Yet something like this can happen and everything is over. And the scariest part for me that day was, have I done enough to leave behind? I didn't make a video with the passwords to share publicly all the work that I've done. I don't have that ready. And I couldn't get my brain to function enough to put that together so I can give it to somebody in case I don't make it. And all of this thoughts started coming through my head. And I'm like, there's so much things coming through me now faster than ever because we're all ascending. And I'm going through an ascension process like every other week. I have to go in a cocoon and process it. And there's so much coming in. And I'm like, I'm not sharing enough. I'm not doing enough. So that being said, they showed me a whole picture. The second day, I came up with a new hack. And I'm like, how can I heal myself once I got in touch with them? And the hack that I got is that they told me to take myself to the 19th dimension and activate the flower of life on that area. And I placed my hand there, and my hand was burning with energy. And I let it sit there. In my mind, it felt like hours. So it was probably minutes. And I fell asleep. I just felt this euphoria and I went to sleep. And when I woke up in the morning, it's like nothing ever happened. So I'm like, oh, that price was worth to pay for the gift. I don't want to do it again. I texted Alan because I didn't tell anybody. I had to ask him to co-host a room for me that day. And he's like, Veronica, you told me that ascension comes at a price. I guess we never know what it is. And had I listened to my angel and stayed home and follow my guidance to write the book, that probably wouldn't have happened. So my invitation to you is listen to your intuition, listen to your guidance. And if you have the voice saying, hey, this is what you should be doing today, this is aligned with your purpose, don't ignore it. Right? We're all here for a reason. Every single one of you on this call is here for a reason. Whether you're here to achieve self-mastery, to evolve your spiritual evolution, to just make yourself feel better, whatever that is, you're here for a reason. The picture they laid out to me, they're like, you need to share all of this stuff that comes through you, and you need to do it as speed lightning, like do workshops every week. So I'm like, what? How? Long story short, I'm going to begin an inner circle that is going to be a smaller container. And I'm going to teach workshops and share these things. They're not going to be public. I can't share them on YouTube. There are a lot of hacks that I want to make sure they go in the right hands. So this week, I'm going to put all the pieces together and I'll announce it next week. But it will be a soul inner circle that I'll be sharing things like this every week. And I'll also invite other healers and light workers that have a different gift that I have so they can share it with you. Because my goal is for you to become as super powerful as possible so you can share the light and help others around. That is my mission behind it. So with that said, The first download they gave me, it was my intention to share it with you today. If you want to hear it, let me know if it feels right, because it's a little bit out there. Yes? Okay. I'm going to do my best to translate what I saw when I got, and you let me know if you have any questions. How many of you here believe that this 3D dimension of physical bodies, our conversations here, are a dream state? Write in the chat if you believe that we're in a dream state right now in this moment. You probably heard something like that before. Maybe it made sense, maybe it didn't. Yes, 3D is a dream. I do. Yes. Unsure. Okay. Beautiful. Unsure. I do. I think it's a combination. Okay. All right. So far, I'm not getting a straight no. Oh, there's a no. Okay. Heard it. Beautiful. Okay. So what I'm about to share with you, I invite you to listen with no filter. Simply allow the information to come in, and at the end, you get to choose if that is true for you or not. Okay? So I'm only here to share, and you get to choose what is yours and what is not. So assuming that the 3D world, us here, it's a dream state, what does that make us? Have you ever thought about that? You hear about human doings, human beings. What does that make us if we're here on a dream state? Dreamers. Beautiful, Catherine. You're onto something. Yes. So that's the download that came to me. We're human dreamers. We dream to feel better. We dream to have a better car, a bigger home, better relationships. Everything we do every day is dream, whether we realize it or not. When you're cooking your food, you still dream that that food is going to come out okay and your kids are going to eat it. That's still a dream, right? So we are dreamers. Now, if this is a dream state, then the time that we meditate and we sleep, that's our awake state, correct? Are you with me so far? Okay. So if when we're asleep, and technically we don't sleep, the only thing that sleeps is our conscious mind. Because think about, your organs are still working. Your heart is still beating. Your lungs, your stomach is still digesting that food. You're not asleep. Every bodily function is still going on. Your mind is working nonstop. You're having dreams. So everything is working. The only thing that is not moving as much is your body because it doesn't get that conscious signal. Hey, walk, dance, go to the grocery store. Are you with me so far? So if that is our awake state, then that is the missing key to our self-growth and self-mastery that we've been lied to for generations and generations and generations. Why in the world would we choose to mix the labels? Why would we call being awake our dream state and being asleep our awake state? Why? Who did that? How did we accept that as a reality? Hear me out. If you're with me so far, that's why I say, like, hear what I have to say with no filters and only take what is yours. If we had been told from the moment we're born that, hey, Veronica, hey, Alan, hey, Catherine, when you are awake, when you are moving, when you're conscious, that is your dream state, and you're allowed to dream as big as you want. You want a big house, you want to be a president, whatever you want. Dream away, because the secret is that when you meditate, you get to make that dream come true. You begin to program your mind to attract the very thing you need in your life. What if we're taught that from early age? Would we have the problems that we have right now? Would anybody have the right to tell us, no, that's too dream, that's not going to happen for you? Really? I was born in a tiny little village at the end of the world with less than 500 people. No running water, no bathroom, working day and night for nothing. But I knew how to dream. I knew that one day I'm going to have a beautiful life. And did I make that true? Yes. And all the odds are against me. I'm a living proof of that. I went through abuse that you can't even imagine, but I knew that one day I'm going to be happy and I'm going to build that person from inside out. We're allowed to dream as big as possible. And if you have children, please don't ever tell them to think smaller and dream smaller. Because now you have the secret. Let's be intentional about our meditation and meditate on the very thing that we want to bring into this dream state so we can feel better. We're here to experience joy and love and ecstasy and euphoria and peace and all of it. That is our dream. Feeling the love, feeling the warmth, feeling the connection with your community, with your family. And the same thing you can do when your conscious mind is sleeping. As you drift into sleep, you can ask your subconscious mind, hey, I know you're all knowing, and you can tap into the biggest genius that ever exists and ever is. I have this problem. Give me the solution and allow me to remember when I wake up. Every night I go to sleep, I put my subconscious mind to work. Every answer, every guided session, everything I ever thought was given to me by my subconscious mind when I was resting or meditating. Yes, I learned a lot of stuff in books, and I used to be an avid reader, going to 50 books a year. I stopped reading and I began to tap into this superconscious mind that we all have access to. But now, when we're in dream state, is when we meditate, when our conscious mind is sleeping and is getting out of the way. Is this making sense? Okay. So now that you have the secret, the lie that we've been told to for generations and generations, our goal here is to dream as big as we can and use our meditation practice to intentionally bring that. So we can feel all of that, right? So you can have the delicious food and enjoy the lovemaking with your partner and travel to that amazing place and go skydiving. That's your thing. I mean, whatever it is. Right? So this was the download that came to me. And let me know if I was clear enough. You don't have to accept this as your reality. I'm simply here to share. And if you have any questions, you can drop them in a chat right now, because in a few moments, we're going to go on a journey deep into your subconscious and beyond that. I love this. Go to sleep and get out of the way. Woohoo, yes. Who would have thought that being asleep, like going to sleep, is so rewarding? You have no idea how many hours I spent sleeping and meditating in last week. I was forced to. I even remembered because as a little girl, the only thing that kept me going was my ability to dream. And oh, did I have a big imagination. I even remember, like, growing up, I had two of my teeth started growing in a really wrong place. And I never smiled until I came to America. Like, I kid you not, if I would smile, I'll cover my mouth. And actually, nobody knows that. I can't believe I'm saying that on video. But for the longest time, like going through college and all of that, like I'll cover it, but I will close my eyes and I would just imagine that a miracle happened. That one day I'm gonna open my eyes and I'm gonna have the most beautiful smile. And I'm gonna get complimented on my smile. Because my parents didn't have the finances to give me braces or things. And they said that's not important. As long as you're fed and you have good education, those are the only things you spend money on. Things are practical. Your teeth, who cares about that? And you would never find a picture of me smiling until I came to America 15 years ago. And I made my own money. First thing I did, I went and got braces. I even got married, I had braces on. Like, you wouldn't believe it. And I didn't care. And I told the doctor, I'm like, there's like, Veronica, it takes 5 years to fix this problem. I'm like, I don't have this time. I'm going to do it in 1 year. It doesn't matter what pain I take. I'm going to do it in 1 year. And I did it because I wanted to move to LA and pursue what I thought at that time was my dream, to be an actress, which wasn't. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I probably shared a little more than what I intended to. But maybe some of you had to hear this. Because if there is any part of you, there's still doesn't feel beautiful. You have to understand that beauty, the 100% beauty, is made out of 4 quarters. One, 25% of your beauty is your physical beauty. And we get so caught up on that. We think that's what makes us beautiful, and it's only 25% of your beauty. 25% is your mental body, your intelligence, your ability to find solutions, your ability to go through world, figure things out. The other 25% is your emotional body. How you show up, your energy. Are you enthusiastic? Are you positive? Are you empowering? Are you that person that people want to be around? Or you're that person people run away the moment they hear your voice? Right? And then the other 25% is your energetic body. Who are you spiritually? How evolved are you as a soul? So go through all of those bodies. Rate yourself from 1 to 10 and notice how beautiful you are. And if there is a part of one of those quarters that you still can work on, then work on it. But don't focus on the physical beauty, because that is only 25% of who you are. And we get caught up in this superficiality the entire life, looking a certain way. I would only dream as a little girl. I'm like, oh, it would be my dream come true if I would have 3 dresses. 3 dresses. That was my dream. I learned how to make my own clothes. Even now, I sew my own dresses sometimes. That was my dream. And now I can have all the clothes in the world. In fact, it's rarely that you're going to see me in the same outfit twice. So, did I make my dream come true? I think so. But don't get caught up on that, right? That is what I wanted as a little girl. For you, maybe it's something else. Maybe it's having 7 cars. It doesn't matter. Dream as big as you want to, because in meditation, we get to make this a reality. That is my invitation to you. So if that inspired you to make this a priority in your life and meditate more, to reprogram all those limiting beliefs that you've acquired so far, they're not even yours, then be it. And my job was done today. All right, let's go to my angels. Let's see why in the world you chose this body, this vessel, this family, and this life. Are you ready? I have a question. Can dreaming take place through prayer? Honestly, anytime you can stop your conscious mind, you chatterbox, where I guess that's the wake part. And so even a physical activity, when you're so in that flow state and you stop thinking, you're just being, then that's your wake part. So yes, that's why we keep training to do this, because I can have an awake state in my dream life quicker, because I've trained the muscle so much. So anytime you can stop the chatter mind, you can stop that conscious mind from getting in the way. And one more thing I want to share. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this. That's another part of the download. Think about this. We've been told, I'm like so fired up. We've been told the deepest lie that this dream state, we're awake, right? What happens when we're in this state, in a 3D reality right now? How much of our mind are we actually using? Our conscious mind is only 5% of our capacity, and we're not even using that. Most people don't even use like 3%. So no wonder we go through life accumulating a ton of trauma, feeling unworthy, feeling unloved, feeling small, feeling all of these things, because you're all a tiny percent of who you are. That's when we do these journeys, you feel so expensive, so big, so fearless, because that is your true you. I'm not doing any magic. I'm only showing who you are. Does that make sense? So when you get caught up so much using only your conscious mind and thinking this is who you are, no wonder you feel small, because it's a tiny little box. And it's hard work to make a dream a reality because you're using only 5% of your capacity. It doesn't mean that, okay, I have a dream and I'm going to meditate and it's just going to appear out of nowhere. But when you're in a meditative state, you'll get such quick guidance that will shorten your road to achieve the very goal. So instead of you working hard and hustling, you can meditate on it. And then you'll be like, oh, I only have to do step 1, 2, 3, and then I got it. It makes your dream come a reality so much faster because you're using your full capacity. Let that linger in a little bit. Okay. No more fire. Let's calm down. Oh, beautiful. So allow yourself to get in a comfortable state. And I invite you to take the deepest cleansing breath in you've ever taken in your entire life. Breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in through your mouth. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale it out. Let go of all the thoughts, all the ideas, all the expectations. And just for this moment, allow yourself to be here now. Allow yourself to go in the deepest, deepest level of relaxation you've ever been on. One more time, take the deepest inhale in. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, exhale it out, let go of ideas, thoughts, expectations, worries, things that you need to do, let it all go. You're exactly where you need to be now. And as your body goes deeper and deeper into relaxation, relax your jaw, relax your forehead, relax every muscle in your eyes. Relax your shoulders from your ears. You begin to notice this wave of relaxation moving down to your chest, to your hips, all the way down to your legs, to your arms. And you begin to notice your entire body going deeper and deeper into relaxation now. Today's past. Tomorrow is 1,000 miles away. And you're here now, feeling so deeply relaxed, so peaceful. If there are any other thoughts coming into your mind, simply observe them and watch them drift away. Noticing the space between your thoughts. Noticing the silence. Noticing your energy inside your body and around your body. Noticing your presence right now, in this moment. And with every sound, with every word, you're going deeper and deeper into relaxation now. With the assistance of your spirit guides, I ask to remove all low vibration frequencies, non-beneficial energies, any psychic cords placed on your chakras, transmuting into love and light. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, let it all out. Feel the freedom of being you. And now that we're creating more space, we ask to fill the void with the purest energy of your soul. Let it all in. Notice your own light, your own authentic energy spreading to every muscle, every fiber, every cell. Feel the euphoria, that peace. I ask to raise your relaxation level to 100% for your highest good. You begin to notice that with every sound, every word, your arms, your legs become limp and lazy. You begin to notice your eyelids becoming tighter and tighter. As if time has stopped. With the assistance of your spirit guides, I ask to bring your biofield alignment to 100%, aligning your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your spiritual body. The perfect alignment. Very good, very good, very good. You begin to notice the weight of your body sinking deeper and deeper into the bed or the chair you're sitting in. You begin to notice the silence, your heartbeat slowing down, your breathing slowing down. And you allow yourself to surrender to this moment of now, being fully present now. You are perfectly safe and supported. And I ask to activate the flower of life within you, to let in more of your own light, more of your own essence, more of your angelic side. Transmuting any low vibration frequencies, any non-beneficial energies into pure light of love, of peace. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to float right above now and begin to travel to the past. To the very beginning. On a count of 10, we'll go all the way back from the very beginning. As I'm speaking directly to your subconscious mind, I'm going to ask you to float right above now, floating right above now in the present moment. As you turn looking towards the past, from the present moment, you begin to travel 1, 2, as you begin to see the days, the weeks, the years go by. 3, some experiences, some moments from your life might appear to the surface. Simply observe them. With no thoughts, simply notice them. As you continue moving towards your past, towards your very beginning. 4, and the farther you move, the lighter you become. Your body becomes younger, lighter. 5, you're getting really close to your teenage years. And simply observe yourself from above. What were you like? 6, as we're getting closer to your childhood years, notice yourself. 7, your body is becoming lighter and lighter. As you see the baby version of you. Being in this world, everything is so new. Notice the curiosity, the zest. Notice how this baby sees life and the world around. 8, becoming smaller and smaller. 9, you're slowly reversing the road from the womb, going back into the womb. Notice the protection, the safety, the feeling of being in this beautiful little cocoon that is helping your beautiful body grow. 10, you're just a tiny little bit of life in a womb. Tiny little pea. You're doing just fine. And in a moment, as we're going backwards, you're going to tap into the life between the lives on a count of 3. 1, as your tiny little human existence becomes tinier and tinier and tinier. 2, you're slowly transitioning through realms, through dimensions. 3, you arrive the very place, the very root cause of your soul. And notice other souls around. Notice your console. At this moment, at this place, you are a pure soul with no body, no place to be. Just with a simple purpose to grow and evolve as a soul. Notice around you. Observe. You know exactly why you're here. You know exactly what you need to do. And from this dimension, you're able to see thousands and thousands and thousands of possible bodies, locations. And you have a choice to pick the very body, the very gender, every member of your family, to learn and evolve as much as you can as a soul. And as you make your choice, notice why you picked your body. Why you picked every member of your family, your parents, maybe siblings. What are you choosing to learn in this lifetime? The answers come to you very clear, like a clear roadmap now. Did you pick an easy life or a tough life, and why? Did you pick family members that will support you or teach you, and why? Are you taking advantage of the body, the face, the voice that you've been given, that you chose, to the fullest? Are you taking advantage of your full capacity to create in this dream state of our 3D reality? Why are you here now? You remember who you are. You remember what are you here to do. You remember your purpose. You remember your light. And notice how much of your soul mission have you accomplished so far. And it's okay if you haven't done as much as you set out to do. You have today, you have tomorrow, and every day is a gift to accomplish that mission. And from this place, we ask to activate within you the dormant gifts that you can use in this life now. Very good. The gifts are downloaded, activated, and decoded. And it will enhance your ability to follow your mission from now on. And you remember your infinity. Your mission to grow as a soul. And your powerful ability to get really good at this game of life in 3D now. In a moment, we're going to begin to travel into this life, into the human body you chose, and come back to the 3D world with the inner knowing of your mission, of your light, and of your superpower. One, as you chose your body, you slowly, slowly, slowly descend into the womb. 2, you notice your body growing faster and faster. Remembering lifetimes of wisdom. Three. You come into this world, seeing the light, feeling, touching, smelling, sensing, tasting, experiencing in every moment what it's like to be human. With all the light and intelligence you possess. Four. As you move through your childhood, you notice the lingering knowingness inside you of your mission. What are you here to learn and do? 5. You notice a different way of looking at your relationships, your experiences with others, knowing that every other person simply is playing a role in your life. 6. You begin to notice this excitement, this euphoria in every cell of your body as you activate, fully aligning your physical body to your light body. Getting really good at this game of life, knowing exactly what to do and how to achieve the very thing you dream of every day. 7. As you begin to practice intentional meditation every day, you allow yourself to dream bigger and bigger and bigger. There is no age. There is no limiting boundaries anymore. You can do anything you set your mind to. Today is the day. 8. Any limiting beliefs, any patterns that no longer serve you, you allow them to drift away as you're stepping into the new you, the real you, the multi-dimensional powerful you. We ask to send a spiritual message to every person in this life, including pets, plants, and other souls you're about to meet, that your energy has shifted, that you are you, the real you. 9. I ask to raise your physical body's adaptability to your new energy to 100% for all time frames and all dimensions for the highest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a deep inhale in. 10. Exhale it out as you come into this body, into this moment now, to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Come back to now. Notice what it's like to be in this beautiful body, this model that you chose yourself, that you continue to feed, wash, and take care of every day with the most nutritious, colorful foods and great quality water. As you come back to now, place the thumb in front of you and let's draw the infinity sign, following it with your eyes without moving your head 3 times. One arm, and switch arms as we begin to integrate everything that we just did. Beautiful. Let's bring the unity together, bring both thumbs together. Let's do that 3 more times. Beautiful. As you come back to now, notice how you feel. Notice how grand you are. Notice your excitement to get really good at playing this game of a 3D reality. My name is Veronica Parks, and it's been my absolute honor and pleasure to share this with you. If you're still feeling drowsy, simply repeat 3 times. I am grounded, safe and alert. I am grounded, safe and alert. I am grounded, safe and alert. And allow your smile to fill your face. It looks great on you. If you have some water, make sure you drink a ton of water today. And if you have any questions, any shares, I would absolutely love to hear from you. If you are very clear on your mission and what you're about to do, beginning today, share that with us. Let's help each other achieve our mission. My mission is to help you see your light so you can share with others. That is what I'm here. Why are you here?
I'm feeling energized and empowered. And I know there's some decisions to be made, so.
It will take a few days, even weeks, to process this.
We should do this again in a few days.
Yeah, I would give it at least 3 or 4 days before you do it again. And give yourself time to process this. 12/12 right now. I've never taken you to this place before, so it could be a little bit spacey and new and out there. He was a doctor. His entire work was geared towards taking people into the life between the lives. He wrote several books. I think his last name was Newton. And I find his work quite fascinating. But normally he would take about 4 hours to take a person there. So this was kind of like a marathon. We did it in a shorter amount of time. So I encourage you to do this once you get the recording. Give yourself the time and space and do it at your own pace. Home.
I love the book of Michael Newton. That's his name, I believe.
Yes.
That's actually the books that began expanding my awareness and understanding of the things that I had experienced ever since I was a little kid. It's like, oh, now that makes sense, and this makes sense too, and this too. And I really love the book because it really helped me to believe that I wasn't just making up things. It was something that it's real and it's palpable. Thank you for this journey, experience, empowerment. I feel so light, so happy, and I was asking, like, okay, give me the clear words, and there were a few things, and I want to share with you all that a lot of the times we go about our lives trying to change the world, and I received this phrase: just by being here, you are changing the world. You are changing the direction, the flow of life in all of creation. And that was something that really touched deep within me. Just by being here, being fully you and embracing the wholeness of your light and love within yourself. That's what I felt like. Oh, so that's what you mean, just being here. But yeah, just the journey of being human and going through the 3D things that we go through is, for me, they said it's a journey that you chose, and I actually chose it. I saw myself choosing every single atom and DNA places and everything about who I am. And that is something revealing, to say the least, profoundly revealing. And I am so grateful, Veronica. Thank you so much. And wow, 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 wow. Thank you.
You're
Ever
very
expanding
welcome.
love for you and everyone.
One of the main reasons I wanted to take you there, because many of us spend our lives asking, why me? Why this happened to me? Why this happened to me? Why that happened to me? Why did I have to go through this? And the truth of the matter is, if you chose a tough, let's say, childhood, because the first 7 years are pretty much dictating how your life is going to be, unless you did the work. So if you chose a really tough upbringing, you signed up for this. You wanted to learn and grow as a soul much faster. I've been saying for years, yeah, my childhood was tough, but that was a great training. Have I not gone through that training, I wouldn't be here sharing this with you. But I spent a good portion of my life asking, why me? This is not fair. Why am I born in this family? Why am I born in this country? I felt like I didn't belong there. In fact, I never had a conversation of the thoughts that were going through my mind, because I've been asking myself since I was a kid, why we're here? What's the point of life? What's the point of all of it? Like, I was always an old soul, but I've never had people to have this conversation with until, I would say, about 12 years ago. I just kept it to myself because I'm like, I can't share with anybody what's going on here and what I'm seeing, because people are going to think I'm crazy. Now I realize the whole world is crazy. I'm normal. Right? So if you're here, chances are that you have been unique. You have been that person who maybe nobody understood, and you just you decided to be quiet because you're different. You didn't fit in. You weren't like everybody else, and that is perfect. I thrive on not being like anybody else. That's the biggest gift that you can have, being so unique, so you. And the truth of the matter is, the gift that is going to come through you, even if you teach the same things I teach, it's going to be yours. It's going to be unique to you. Nobody can copy what you do. Nobody can copy what I do, because it comes through me. So we get to a stage of our evolution that, the beginning stage is like, why this happened to me? And then you're saying why this happened for me. And then you come to a place where I want every single one of you to be, as allowing life to happen through you, meaning every thought, every belief creates your reality. You are the creator of everything you have in your life right now. So if you created the life that you don't like, you have the same power to create a life that you like. Just change 180. Do things the opposite way. It's much simpler than we think. Anne said, I simply could not stay awake throughout, fell asleep several times and missed most of it. You were asleep, or your conscious mind was asleep, because your subconscious mind heard everything. So you might notice clarity and answers coming to you throughout the day, maybe in your dream. Notice things come to you for the next few weeks. Where I took you today, I've been there many times, so the first time, it might just be a blur, it might feel spacey, because this completely broaden your awareness of what you thought you are, or who you are and what you are. And then you do it a second time, you're like, okay, it becomes more familiar. I can play with this. And you do it again, you're like, oh, now I can see clearly. Now I can hear clearly. So it's just like any other muscle. You begin to work it, next thing you know, that becomes your superpower. Maybe you're going to be the next Newton, taking people to the life between lives so they can clear trauma on that level. Now that's quantum healing. So when you go to places like this, you realize that the problems that we think we have are a little humorous. Why we stress so much, like, what am I gonna wear? What am I gonna eat? Like, those are the problems that we have. My nails broke. Now, obviously I'm going the other spectrum, but you hear people around every day, Our human nature, not the light, but the humanness in us, is always going to find something wrong with everything. But we can also find something right with everything. So let's begin to voice those. Right? If you complaining about something, no, that is not you. Don't feel bad about. You're not a bad person. That is a humanness in you. But the light in you has no bone to pick with anybody, has nobody to forgive, has nothing to fix because you are perfect, has nothing to change. You are perfect the way we are. The sooner you realize your perfection, the sooner you build your life with every thought.
I think I've been crying for the last half hour. I can't even.
Are you mourning your old self?
Maybe. I went to the elemental kingdom where I've been a fairy for many lifetimes. And I was just taking care of things there and working with the animals and I don't know.
So why did you choose this life and your path? Because you chose a tough one. You've been through a lot.
I remember, I don't know, I just remember it feels like many good ones out of the thousands. I love the forest, the trees, the flowers, the little beautiful faces of the flowers, and I see the trees dancing, and I don't know. That's what I see when I walk around.
Okay. So let me ask you, how much of the forest have you brought into your life here? Because that is your home. How much of that forest do you have in your home, around your home? How much?
I have a lot of beautiful sticks that look like animal. I do have a lot in this small spot that we're in. It's the whole outside is a creation of a beautiful little fairyland. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm supposed to do an animal rescue and help the animals. I just connect with the animals a lot recently, since moving here.
So you have a gift, you have a superpower, and you know your home. So you can bring that home to you. Whether that means helping others find their home, because there are many people that a beautiful forest is their home. In fact, when I need to go to a relaxing place, my place is usually like this forest with lots of flowers, and it has like a cascade. Like that's my place that I always escape to. I have a young girl that I work with. Her safe place is a magical forest. And she's really little and she's like this angel. So I take her to that place, let her play as I work on her. There are many ways that you can incorporate that gift in your life, whether that means helping animals, whether that means attracting other souls, that you can take them to their home, their beautiful magical forest through meditations. There's so many things that you can do. So I would set some intentional meditations for you as you quiet your mind to go to that place that has been home for you for lifetimes. Get the sense of feeling safe and home because you've been away from home for a while. And then ask your subconscious mind, how can I bring this home here and serve my purpose? If that's starting an animal shelter, be it. It will come to you. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You just crack open the door. The rest is easy. Make sense?
It's just thank you.
And tears are good. They're shower for the soul. You're just crying out all the human trauma you picked up. It shouldn't be in your body in the first place.
Glad I could be here. And I definitely drifted off. And the thing that came up for me is is love, like to find love, be love, something, like to really experience it. And I've been married for 20 years, and I'm, in the process of this divorce. And I keep going back, like, I don't know, it's just been hard. Like I keep wondering, oh, maybe I could make it work. But then I think, oh, no, I think to really find, I need to move on. And
I'm getting 100% benefit of you moving on.
yeah, I think so.
I mean, you did have a long journey, 20 years together. I can only imagine the amount of work.
Yeah.
I'm sure you both did your best with what you had. And sometimes we can grow in different directions. And you're like, I want to go on this highway 70 miles an hour, and you want to take the streets, and it's just not working.
Yeah. And I've been on this healing journey, and he's not. And
yeah, well, that will do it. That will.
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It's amazing work. Thank you.
So it's time to make it easy on you. Realize that the 3D world is only a portion of who you are and what the actual reality is. To me, I was explaining to somebody that was like younger age, and I'm like, think of life as a video game. You have different players that you signed up to come and do something with, right? At the end of the day, it's a video game. You can always retract into meditation or when you're drifting into sleep and come back to your home, come back to you, realize who you are. It's like watching a movie, when you get so intense and they're beating each other, whatever, like you emotionally feel all of that, but it's a simulated reality, yet you feel all of it. I watch movies and I sob, I cry, like I feel it all. And somehow we do that day to day, and we're like, oh, this is my life. Life is hard, and life is this roller coaster or this drama or this thing. It doesn't have to be that way. Every time you do meditation, you feel great. Why? Because that is your home. So continue doing, build that muscle, and all of a sudden you're going to bring that. I'm like, okay, I feel good when I go there. How can I bring that here? Oh, if I'm dealing with something, if life hits me from here and from here, can I remember my light? Okay, the part of me that gets emotional upset is the human ego in me. What is my higher self feeling? Nothing but peace. Right? So separate the two. Go ahead.
May I ask one more question?
Yes.
So is it the exhaustion I'm feeling? Is that because I'm feeling all the feelings in the 3D world, or?
You're an emotional being, but you think that's all you are. Do meditation, remember your light. Let the light in. Because not only are you feeling your stuff, you're feeling the stuff of everybody around. Cry it out, let it be. Every time I say, and then the book that I'm writing right now, it's like, oh my God, I share so many amazing tools. I'm so excited to bring it out. But every time you feel emotion, allow yourself to feel it with no thoughts. It's not going to last more than a few minutes, maybe a few hours. Cry it out, let it be. No attachment, no thoughts. Two different operating systems. If you feel feel sad, allow yourself to feel sad. Don't be like, where is this sadness come from? Who is at fault? Who do I need to punch? Who did this to me? Two different operating systems. Your brain is a magical tool to find solutions, strategies, to get things done. Has nothing to do with your emotions. That is your heart. So allow those emotions to go through. We get to feel joy and ecstasy and pleasure and all of these beautiful emotions. There's a price to pay. Sometimes we feel sad. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed. How would you know you're happy if you never felt sad? So it's a roller coaster, but the point is to become so resilient that when you go down and you feel that sadness, okay, I'm going to give myself 30 minutes to be so sad that I feel like the saddest thing in the world, like life is over. Allow yourself to cry out, get on the floor, do whatever you need to do, belly up, I don't care. I do it. You do it. Everybody's doing it. Don't suppress it. Allow it to flow through. And they come back to life. I've been told over years, for Veronica, you're the most resilient person ever. It's because I allow myself to feel. When I feel deeply. But I don't think about it. It's part of me being human. Hopefully they answer the question. Whatever you're feeling, it's not yours. Let it be. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, about the feelings that are not yours. Do you have any suggestions of how to protect yourself so you
Yes,
don't?
we did a whole soul healing Sunday on that. I don't know, Alan, if you can find it. It's either, I think it was the second one. Second or the first one? I think it's the second. First one is how to protect the empath in you, is how to build that room, the vortex in your house, so you feel home, having all the elements. I believe it's the second one. And I share a lot of tools on how to protect your energy, how to create the bubble, how to find out what's not yours, how to clear it, and all of that.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I feel so much more love and peace here than I ever did. Hold on, there's so many comments coming in. Than I ever did in church. Thank you all for the blessing. Thank you, Melanie. Will Soul Healing Sundays continue when you start your inner circle? Great question. So some of you know the Soul Healing System or Soul Healing Sunday. When I was guided to do it, I was told to do 33 Soul Healing Sundays. That is my life path number. So this is the 28th. So we have 5 more, I think. Yeah. So 5 more Soul Healing Sundays. And then after that, I will continue doing a group healing meditation in our inner circle. It's not going to be Soul Healing Sunday. It's going to be slightly different. Then we're going to go deep because I want more time when we do these journeys instead of like marathoning through it. Okay. So beautiful. Well, we went a little over time. Thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate every single one of you. And every week I look forward to connecting with more of you. Please use the Facebook group and ask questions. If you're not on Facebook, actually email me today. If you want to be part of the inner circle and you're not on Facebook, let me know because I might start a Telegram group there or I might do it in my system because I know a lot of people don't like using Facebook for obvious reasons. So either way, all the workshops and stuff are going to be taught on Zoom. So it doesn't matter if you're Facebook or not, but let me know. So if a lot of people don't want to use the Facebook, I'm not even going to bother forming a group there. Does that make sense? Beautiful. All right. I'll see you next week on Soul Healing Sunday. I will be guided at some point during the week what I'm going to share next week. So thank you. Thank you for taking this crazy ride with me today. And we'll share the recording tomorrow. Let's all unmute ourselves and finish this beautiful angelic journey with the words, I love you.
I love you.
Love you.
I
I love you. Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
I love you. I love you.
Each and every one.
I love you.
Love you.
Love you.
I love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Your soul.
Love you.